Greetings, my good Hotman. We're here with episode 2 of Avatar The Last Airbender. I enjoyed episode 1 a lot, even with some janky dialogue. Hope it was just a product of it being the pilot, but I'm having a good time regardless. Excited to watch more. This episode is called Warriors, definitely about the Kyoshi Warriors. Suki is awesome, really like her, so looking forward to this. Full reaction is going to be on Patreon in the link in the description below. I've got a P.O. box if you want to send some mail. Address is in the description. Leave a like, and let's get started. Is he throwing a tantrum? Gonna say yes.
I'm sure it'll turn up.
Oh, the thing Aang stole?
He ran! The ultimate warrior! He's a coward!
He's not the ultimate warrior yet.
How many places can there be for an avatar to hide?
Not many places to go to ground.
Kyoshi Island. Maybe something in her shrine will help me control my power before...
You kill someone?
Yeah.
Before it happens again.
Bitter at almost getting...
Go home.
Oh, what?
What good is saving Wolf Cove if we don't save the world?
Katara, do you hear what you're saying? Save the world. Us.
Yeah, why not?
Things have changed for me. Before I met him, I couldn't bend enough water to fill a thimble. And now look what I can do. And that's after a single day.
She wants to become who she's meant to be. You're not gonna ditch her and you're not gonna force her to go. Momo?
Something's wrong with your bag.
Something's wrong with your bag? Not something got into your bag? Oh. Your bag is running away! Aww.
Hey!
Our supplies.
That's our food!
Waterbending scroll.
My dear Katara, this scroll has been passed down among the waterbenders of our tribe for generations.
See? This never would have happened if we hadn't left home.
Fine, we'll go to Kyoshi Island and see how it goes.
See how it goes. So non-committal.
Dang.
Okay, there we go. Hey!
You want to join us, Momo?
Momo.
He looks like a Momo, doesn't he? Just like how you look like a Sokka.
Can't argue with that.
This port houses the headquarters of the Regional Fire Nation Commander.
Zhao.
One thing you must learn is how to get what you want without divulging your true intentions.
He's too hot-headed
You must use your
to do
tact,
that.
your empathy.
Empathy?
Most importantly, you need to have sticky rice.
Nairo.
Uncle! There's no time for
Uncle.
Giant scary lady.
Giant scary lady. Again, both books are great. Fantastic. Oh.
Hey! You're making a mistake. He's the Avatar.
There would have been signs if he was the Avatar.
He airbended. Did you not see it? Airbended? Airbent. Well, there's a sign.
We're not a threat.
Maybe not, but the next visitors might be.
Yeah.
We can't start making exceptions.
We're not just any visitors. He's the Avatar.
According to you. And a few reflections off a statue.
He's the last airbender.
If I can learn to be the Avatar, maybe I could bring a place I knew. A world where people were happier back.
He's just such a good kid. Oh, getting a little teary-eyed.
If he is the Avatar, how can we turn our back on him?
That's a very good point.
Such a fierce warrior. And yet such a kind heart.
Mother.
Oh, mother. Suki's mom's gonna die, isn't she?
Personally, I take that responsibility very seriously. I'm the guardian of my village too, so.
You.
Yes, you, with such derision.
The Guardian.
I may not physically be there.
Aang smiling.
Still. Katara, how does it go again? I'm protecting Aang, so I'm protecting the village?
Oh my god. Aang is taking so much joy in his failure.
Well, we don't get many VIP visitors around here, much less the famed Dragon of the West.
As my nephew was saying,
What a
we are
great
in search
name.
of maps.
At your service.
Zuko's already... so rude. He knows.
Someone needs to put a bell on you.
Oh, Suki. We're getting there.
Amazing.
You know, you should be practicing too. The Avatar needs to master all 4 elements.
Maybe later.
Why?
Avoiding practice doesn't mean you'll avoid the responsibility.
You already resolved to do what it takes.
I know. Gyatso used to be the one who trained me.
That's what it is.
Or you could just let me use you for target practice.
I love shenanigans. Yeah, water bending! Splash, splash, splash! Oh, Momo! Stealing food.
Just try that gun drumstick.
Drumstick.
That's his real power. Connection. Building bridges. That's how he's gonna be the Avatar.
From the opening.
Avoided a lot of things by living the way we do.
Oh, boys!
Be that as it may, we've stayed safe.
That was a knowing look.
If not happy.
He's a threat, and the sooner he and his friends are off our island, the better.
Yeah, he's making all of you a target, unfortunately. Oh. Really need a bell.
Seriously? Bell, think about it. Made it myself.
Wow. Oh!
That was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Us Southern Water Tribe warriors are known more for our hand-to-hand fighting anyway.
Oh, here we go. He's gonna get owned.
Right
now, right now. Tap out, tap out! He wasn't ready yet, he was still stretching. Aww. She wants to connect, but doesn't know how. She's just, I don't know. The life of a warrior.
Did you know she was an orphan? Lived on the streets until she was hired as a house girl for the richest family on the island.
I did know that.
She was quiet and kind. No one had a clue she'd become the Avatar.
Yeah.
They actually thought somebody else was the
Once you go
Avatar.
From this, the other kids used to say I was lucky because I never really had to train. But I did have to train. Not to develop my powers, but to keep them under control.
Wow.
I'm sorry!
They're that powerful.
They were scared of me.
Aww.
What if I never learn how to control my power? How many people will I hurt?
But imagine
You're
what'll
12.
happen if you don't even try.
Your training's just begun. Though, giving him
Aang,
an arrow
you're
when he
not
can't
alone.
control his powers
According
is
to this,
quite a
all the
lot.
previous Avatar-
Your plans have been
What is
found out. Your ship!
Xiao's boat.
Oh, Zhao's boat.
It's gone.
Please teach me. Oh. Correct. Aww. I'm just watching. Dress him up. Dress him up. Yay. No dress up though. Sad. Lower. Stance. Lower. Romantic tension. Turn. Is this the spirit world or? Hello.
It's about time.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
What matters is not the power inside. It's the will and desire. The heart.
Nope. Nope. Did you not sense the silhouette? Dun.
The bell.
We're under attack.
We have to go.
You hear it too.
It's the town alarm.
Aang, you need to come back now. Where are you?
There are many
Slap
dimensions
him.
to being the Avatar.
There's no way around Zhao's men. He'll have made it to the village by now.
Apparently not.
Knowing where he might go is more important than speed. And so, where there is one Avatar...
Yes, I've heard Kyoshi Island has had an admirable history of staying, shall we say, insignificant.
Wow. Where's Sokka hiding? Oh wait, he's right there. He's standing.
Take him and find the Avatar!
Sokka was standing right there. He's clearly an outsider.
What if I hurt someone along the way?
You'll have to.
And how many have already been hurt because you haven't been here? Run away from your responsibilities again.
He
and even
didn't.
more will be hurt. I will show you what will happen if you fail. Tragedy awaits the North, and unless you do something about it, another race of benders will be wiped out just as the air nomads were.
Nice. Why are the civilians on the street? Oh. Go, Momo! Uh-oh.
Both sides will fight harder because the Avatar has returned. Hope does not come without a cost.
Oh, man.
You.
Oh. Oh. He was gonna immolate her right there? Oh, man.
Impossible.
Oh. Kyoshi. Whoa. Holy crap.
Pull back.
And little boy. Wait, attack the... Attack! He's just a little boy now. He's like, I didn't really do anything. Kyoshi just took over. Oh. So, Sokka, what do you think? Should we continue?
Thank you, Sokka,
For what?
for bringing the world to me.
Oh. Oh. He gets a fan, too. Definitely thought the mom was gonna die. Glad she didn't. Aww.
So this means you don't want to go home anymore?
You have me, Tara, and a flying ball of fur. What more do you need?
Momo! Drumstick. His face.
I feel like I walked into that one.
You set yourself up.
Working together, we'd be able to devote twice as many resources.
An excellent suggestion, Commander. We will be honored.
Interesting change, interesting twist.
To your supreme eminence.
Oh, there we go.
The great flame.
Oh, hey.
The Avatar
Ooh.
has returned.
That is a good voice for Ozai. That was so much better than the first episode in my opinion, and I'm very glad that that's the case, because I was already enjoying it so far, but what a great second episode. And my issues with the first episode, which was mostly just the dialogue, I don't think it really showed up at all this time around. There were still a few editing moments where the camera lingers on the faces of actors who aren't really reacting to what just happened, and that confuses me a little bit, but those are like small moments that I can just easily ignore. And I actually felt the chemistry between Sokka and Suki more in this version, though I did feel a little robbed that we didn't see Sokka completely dressed up with all the makeup, and Suki was calling out his bullshit when he was just clearly trying to show off and be cool. And loved that Aang was just smiling to himself at Sokka's failure. He's young, but he knows what's up there. And Suki seemed a little harsh, but I also get it because Sokka was putting up a front and thus wasting her time. But when Sokka was real and vulnerable, and after she got a glimpse of his bod, she got more interested in him, and their relationship felt pretty organic, and I enjoyed seeing it play out. I'm also a fan of this change to Kyoshi Island being isolationist and trying to stay out of the war to preserve their own safety. Suki thanking Sokka for bringing the world to her is such a great line, and what a great sentiment. And then handing him a fan to carry forth with him. That's really awesome. Sokka's a fast learner, and he also took his training seriously back at home. He just didn't have anybody to teach him back then, so of course seeing him level up a bit was great. And I was sure Suki's mom was gonna die because she wasn't in the original series. Those are generally the more expendable characters in remakes and reboots. Glad she's still alive now though, and she didn't interrupt what was going to be her daughter's kiss with Sokka. I think a part of her knows that keeping them in isolation is stifling for Suki and for many people on the island. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Suki and her mother's this story plays out in the future. And I actually quite like the plot device of Zuko's notebook. It's a way to get Aang some information about the Avatar so that he knows what to do next, and it also moves the story along, but it's also a symbol of how single-minded Zuko has been this entire time. He's been focused on finding the Avatar, even when he didn't think it was possible. And yeah, his acting is really, really impressing me as well. And then moving the waterbending scroll to now is good. It probably means we're skipping the pirates, and it makes me curious about what else we might skip as well. Maybe Jet. But yeah, I really like the lighthearted scenes in this episode a ton. I understand this is for a more mature audience, but the silliness, the shenanigans are so much of what makes this show's personality in the original and so much of their heart. Iroh trying to convince Zuko to try some food was hilarious, and I can understand from Zuko's point of view, Iroh is just being food obsessed when there are more important things to worry about, but Iroh is actually trying to reach out to his nephew and show him that there are other things than just the Avatar and Zuko's honor. And nobody has mentioned Zuko's honor on this show yet, which is interesting. And then there was the scene with Aang and Katara just splashing each other. They're still kids, they still need to be able to have fun at times, even in situations that are dire. And there was that small emotional moment too of Aang having never trained with anybody else besides Gyatso. That was really sad, but then there's the fact that Aang's too powerful and needs to learn to control his power. That's an interesting change, because he was always more masterful with his technique in the original, and it makes me wonder how he got his arrows if he can't even control his power in this version. Feels a little weird. But Zuko is just as hot-headed as he is in the animation. I feel like in the animation it was actually funny at times how angry he was, but in this version I'm just like, what's mental health care like in the Fire Nation? Probably really, really bad. Good thing he has Iroh though, even if he finds it difficult to listen to him so far. Zhao, though, is wily, picked up that Zuko was hiding something, then went behind Zuko's back to report to Ozai, played by Daniel Dae Kim. I've seen his face around a lot, but I'm not sure if I've actually seen him act in live action before. Definitely heard his voice before though, and you probably have as well if you watched The Legend of Korra, because he was Hitoshi Sato. It actually feels like Zuko was about to kill Katara later in the episode, which, wow. I'm curious if he's actually killed before already. This isn't the right path, young man. And then Kyoshi, oh, she's so cool. Not gonna spoil the books, but I really like her as a character, and it's great seeing her play a big role in this episode. And getting to see her inhabit Aang for a bit and kick some ass was great. Her in the Avatar state just wrecking everybody, that was visually stunning to watch. And we also set up a bit the push and pull that Aang has with being kind-hearted, and then shouldering the responsibility of having to be a warrior and having all this power. Hope this show continues on this trajectory, though. It's been really, really good in the second episode. Oh, Aang also gets a glimpse of what the fate of the Northern Water Tribe will be if he doesn't intervene. That's an interesting setup as well. But alright, full reaction is going to be on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time with more. Bye, friends.